so tired. Oh no, I'm gonna keep it. Good, good. I started. I don't know, I like it. And I also think so. I like dinosaurs. Very with dinosaurs. Yeah, because it has a very much cosmic green, and you need to I really have to kill it. Yeah. Okay, I'll get the rank card. I need removal. This one's better. I need removal. Hate fatal plus. It's supposed to be in my hand after the bow. Oh yeah. It is good though. I really have to do this all the fucking time. Sacrifice this way. Yeah. This is so unintuitive. Submit. I have to find, well, what do you want me to do? Yes. Yeah. I'll attack. Takes too fucking long. It's your turn. Jesus. 5 years later, right? Wow. Wait till I get ripped your weapon. It's gonna be like, Lord. Go. No. Okay. Oh. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Give me a second. And 3 damage. Yeah, take action. What? Get another again first. It didn't let me choose my opponent. So that's. How about attacking? Can I attack? Wow. I'm never paying for this game. Too many logical errors. Wow, I just skipped the turn. Wow. Okay, he can't block. No problem. Should let me choose my opponent. Like, you got a picture right there. care. I don't care about your stupid life. at 250 something. Kicking and screaming. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Something about kicking. Shit, holy shit, you got this serious. That's real good. Why the fuck is this big enough to actually just cover it? Why? See? Big or small, I can read them. This is the better, right? Draft. You gotta pay. And with this one, you gotta pay even more, right? Or not a real. Not a real. No quick draft then. Quick draft. I just like my dial. Just wait. It's been more. Right, I've been playing since what? Magic Duels of the Planeswalkers on Xbox, the first one. They still haven't fixed all the bad things on the fucking game. Reward track. Don't tell me I gotta. I'm not gonna click just to claim the price, right? I really had 12 comments, 16 income. Gems can be purchased in the store. Yes, they can, but I'm not gonna purchase them because too many fucking errors. Report abundant. Let's be a good Samaritan. Oh, I have to go to a website. Oh, this? Is it this? Oh, open Google Chrome. Alright, let's log email. What does that mean? What the fuck is all this and why am I seeing it? Couldn't load audio bank. Oh, these are okay, the errors, I assume. Wow, there's too many. Jesus Christ. Wow, the game froze in phases. I'm not even gonna bother. Fuck you. They haven't even like given jobs to people to deal with the bugs. That's what all those bugs. That means that because you wouldn't see that many. That means when this launches, it's gonna suck. You know what? This game sucks. I don't want to stress out. Goodbye. I'll keep playing something else. That's easy. Should we go to World of Warcraft? You know what? I'm in a debate. Should I play Shaman or Paladin? Not yet, my friend. What to play? Wow. Shaman or Paladin? I'm not gonna tank. People just suck at tanking. I should be just in WoW Legion. Show me.
The 2 war games in a row today. Can I do this? Oh shoot! I didn't change any of my talents. Actually, okay. Let's try it for now. Let's see how that goes, dude.
That's
Oh no! Precinct that. Scar Fury, got it. Walling his burst, both of them.
Numbers are insane. And now in this game you see a lot of good programs. Because you see, this game is on everything high.
Please die here.
And
Whew.
everything high, and look
Have
how
to go all out,
smooth
dude.
it runs. And everything.
What is this madness? 1 second, I can bomb. No. What do you think of current state of WoG? WoG, if they make it no cooldowns, like right now, there's only 2 charges of it, and it's not that good. Just 2 charge. If it has no charge, I might use it, but with the charge, I would not use it. 1 minute each. That's way too long. Not worth it, in my opinion. Oh, dude, if I don't kill him here, I'm kind of dead. Precinct this, stun. No, it's DR? Yeah, I'm dead. Oh, what? I stunned that fast? Wait, how long was DR off for? Oh, wow, how can I make that mistake?
I stopped doing arena when Paladins and Death Knights became unkillable. Yeah. You can't play that. That was
okay. At least Shaman. Okay, let's go. Go! He got the poly on me. Okay, let me mount up real fast. As a Red Paladin, mount is your mobility. You want to use mount to your maximum. And don't jump when you fight against a shaman, because they can knock you away No! I saw that too. This is so bad. Please, please, please. Oh, he got the bubble. Dang it. Okay, I made some few mistakes there.
Seems Sean is the best. So, low level paladin leveling, I guess. Okay, I'll stop the stream soon. Game is running. No shit. Yeah. StarCraft 2, Diablo 2, Hearthstone, nope. Overwatch. You know what pisses me off? Not only they changed the interface in the new Magic the Gathering game, it feels like Hearthstone. It really does. It's not the log by yourself, so
Anu Belore de la Na. Victory lies ahead. We will have justice.
So freaking this computer needs a reset. Look at this shit. It's all flying and shit. 95 graphics. It's gonna go real smooth. It's not gonna do it. I don't get it why. It's got 8 gigabytes of RAM. What the fuck just happened? Eastern playlist. Oh, I guess it's a transition. A loading screen. Oh. Hey, Mr. Domino on PlayStation and Fire. So far, getting both. Alright. Do something. Drops is exclamation point A for email and there's a small change. And it's wild focus. Man, fuck you, man. I can't read. I remember I started that. I got lost there. I forgot what I was looking for, but I got lost. 13 years
Speak quickly. What now? I am forsaken. This had better be good. What is it? Hello? Careful there. Do not tempt my wrath. I am not amused. Are you insane? I'm starting to hate you. Dark Lady, watch over you.
I need to get closer.
Loktar!
Is this the regular bell? wrecked now, isn't it? That's awesome. I don't know what time is it. About 1:25. Wow, it's really early. I feel asleep. It feels like 3 o'clock. What time? It feels like 3 o'clock. 1:30. Wow. That's. The animations look more smooth. Yeah, but there used to be the Wild Quest. Jesus. I've been playing since. Stop. Unbelievable. That's all this. It's better to Skype with someone. To the point where I'm probably gonna make a buck. Nobody in the open. lot of private servers.
What brings you here? Winds be at your back. That 1.2 so it still haven't fixed the numbers. I know, it seems like it's just a really old game. It should be free by now. I mean, really. They haven't changed anything. What? Graphics? You have a program to where it's like a snowball. It's you make one change and then everything else changes. You have it programmed perfectly. But if you want to be like, let's just go to YouTube.
What's up guys, Vress here, and today I'm going to answer some of the questions that I hear time and time again from people who are thinking about playing World of Warcraft.
My team and BRB. LOL. washed away my slippers. Being grounded up sure makes me sleepy. Being grounded. Yeah, should we play World of Warcraft?
For the very first time. This video is going to be focused on new players who have absolutely no experience with the game. However, it may still be relevant for some of you returning players too, especially if you haven't played for a very long time. The first question, and perhaps the one I hear most often, is World of Warcraft either dying or dead? Well, the simple answer to that is no. WoW is by far the most populated MMO on the market, and it has been ever since it launched in 2004. Yes, the game doesn't have the player numbers that it had during its peak during 2010, but that's not really a great indicator to suggest that it's dying. People have been saying that WoW is dying since the very first expansion, and to be honest, I doubt they're going to stop just because I'm saying that it isn't. However, it really isn't a debate that you need to waste your time with. Millions of people pay to play WoW every single month, and that will almost certainly increase with the launch of the latest expansion at the end of this year. Just to put this in context, even the games that offer all of their content without a monthly subscription fee are unable to reach the same numbers as WoW. And I'm not talking about crappy games either, I'm talking about serious competitors in the MMO market such as Guild Wars 2 and the Elder Scrolls Online. Essentially, World of Warcraft could lose a few million subs and still be considered relatively healthy. So the bottom line is, you've still got years to enjoy the game before we even have to consider that it might be dying. The second question on our list often comes from people who have been watching WoW for a long time but have never actually taken the plunge and played. That question is, did I miss the glory days? Well, that really depends who you ask. Some people think that the game was at its best in the first few expansions, whereas others hated the clunky and unpolished features and dread the thought of going back. Personally, I'm someone who can appreciate both. However, if I'm being totally honest, I did prefer the game in its earlier state. Some of this may be nostalgia on my part, but I think the feature set was just more suited to my playstyle. It's true that you'll never be able to go back to 2004 and experience WoW when it was new. You missed the boat on that one. And I won't lie, there was something special about playing the game in those early years. However, you are going to get the next best thing, as Blizzard recently announced that we're getting classic WoW servers in the near future. For those of you who don't know what this means, it's essentially a full reset of the game. You'll be able to play the original World of Warcraft game that launched back in 2004 and experience all of its vanilla flavoured glory. The cool thing is, you'll be able to play current WoW at the same time, and I for one will be hitting both versions pretty hard. The next question that often comes up is whether the WoW community is toxic, and the honest answer to this is that it can be. However, I found that the majority of my interactions with other players in the game have been positive. Now maybe that's because I'm generally a positive person and I don't tend to get into flame wars in chat. Though, that being said, I've seen my fair share of toxic arseholes over the years, and there's no denying that they exist in WoW. You tend to encounter toxic players most often when you randomly group with other players that you haven't met before, and that you probably won't meet again. It's really just luck of the draw in terms of who you get, and you always have the handy ignore command if
you guys are, you keep watching. In Wrath of the Lich King, I remember I wasted 3 months because in Wrath of the Lich King, like a person would join the group and then they would say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go pee," and then he wouldn't show up back and everybody left, and I would get pissed. I would make another group. "Hey, I'm sorry, I gotta go pee." Same story and repeated again, and it was like 4 to 6 hours daily wasted doing nothing. Literally. I'm rather the Lich King. Some people are gonna go play Lich King again. I'll probably just go play vanilla because I like everything hard. I like hard things. No pun intended. Jesus. But yeah, it's like that's the only time I would say that you've encountered asshole. I wasted 3 fucking months like that. Like, insane.
they really start to get on your nerves. My advice is to find your own community in the form of a guild that shares your values. You can find guilds recruiting for your server on the Warcraft forums, in Facebook groups and on subreddits. If you want, you can even join our guild if you're on EU servers, but more about that at the end of the video. The community in WoW is really what you make of it, and being in a guild of like-minded and respectful players can make your in-game experience so much more special. And when you do inevitably find yourself face to face with a troll, remember that they're likely just some loser who's trying to bait a reaction, so don't give them one. So I'm kind of dreading answering this next question, as I don't want to sound like a salesperson for WoW, but I think it needs to be addressed. The question is, why should I pay a monthly subscription for an old game? Well, in reality, it's not really an old game that you're paying for. Yes, the original version of WoW was launched in 2004, but a new version comes out every 2 years. You just happen to keep all of the old content due to the game being an MMO. The way I look at it is that you're essentially paying monthly for the latest content, as well as the constant updates that are being made to the game. Also, you're paying to ensure a certain level of quality.
I don't think that's true, because if there's a new expansion, you better include instant level 100 or 90, I think it was. Otherwise, I'm not buying it. Fuck you.
In my opinion, no other MMO comes close to WoW in terms of its overall polish and volume of content, and that wouldn't be maintainable without the monthly subscription. Now, that's not to say that you should pay for WoW. If you don't want to pay a subscription for whatever reason, then that's absolutely fair enough, and you have plenty of great buy-to-play options available. Personally, I look at it like this. Living in the UK, I can either play WoW for a month or purchase a single cinema ticket. For me, the WoW subscription offers far more entertainment in that month, and for that reason I stopped even thinking about the fact that I subscribed to the game years ago. Also, it's good to know that you can freeze your subscription when you're not playing or if you're low on funds, and when you come back you'll still have all of your characters. Like I said, this is just my take on it, and I'm not trying to push you either way. Another big question I hear from people who are looking to get into WoW is, will I ever be able to catch up? I can definitely see where people are coming from with this question. After all, some of us have been playing the game for 13 years, which, now I think about it, might be kind of worrying. But anyway, the answer to whether you have any hope of catching up is yes, you do. The game now features tons of catch-up mechanics that will help you get up to speed. You'll actually level far faster than the people who have been playing the game since launch. Back then, you could reasonably expect to spend 250 hours or more just to reach level 60. These days, you can easily do it in 10% of that time. Also, there are far more in-game tutorials and hand-holding features that will help you to understand the features of the game. The key is to take it one step at a time, read everything and don't try to rush things. If you rush, you'll likely get overwhelmed. There's also a lot more information available on the internet than there was in the early days, and you can find articles and YouTube videos on pretty much anything you need to know about the game. Again, this will help you get up to speed faster than you might think. However, when you hit max level, be prepared for a bit of a shock if you try diving into some of the more difficult content. The kind of stuff that some of your friends who have been playing for a while might be doing. Mythic raids and Mythic Plus dungeons
On vanilla. Oh man. Things are just too hard. It's awesome. Why? Okay, first of all, you get the experience level, right? I'm gonna make a review about the vanilla one. Jesus. It's hard to level, and then because it's hard to level and it takes longer, you see more players in the world leveling just as you are. Yeah, there's even group quest bosses. Group quest bosses. I don't know if it's still in World of Warcraft, but I remember when we hit Cataclysm and Lich King, that actually lowered, because you could solo quest bosses. I don't like that. I mean, community, Celestia, if you will, together, and then you meet so much people, virtual people, but you meet them. You meet those people. I had so many good memories of Burning Crusade, World of Warcraft. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are just gonna go back there. Yeah. I mean, we got stupid rogues. You couldn't kill them,
but they would just go like all they did. They were only good in like PvP. They were really dominant in PvP, player versus player. So they would just go stealth, stab you, wait till it ran out, right? Cause they can be assholes like that, and then stun you and start hitting you. And that's it. That's all they could really excel at. DPS in the game, we had warlocks and hunters, which were really good. The awesome tanks we had only one type, which was, well, two types really, three, druid. But druids are some very hard to excel. It was druid warrior mainly. Rarely you'll get up. There was only one type before in Horde. So it was Blood Elf Paladin. It's really useful now because of the racial silence. Because, okay, the boss or whatever, it's gonna cast something. Okay, just use the silence. No, well, the other ones that can do something similar, I mean, the Tauren cannot stun a huge boss. You know, but the Blood Elf can silence the raid bosses. The stun for the Tauren, I don't think so. Druid, it's all health, a big, insanely huge chunk of health. They couldn't die if they went resto PvP. Oof, they could not die and you couldn't kill them. Tree form back then couldn't die. That was awesome, but it couldn't kill it, but it couldn't die. Let's see. Shaman. Oh my god. Burning Crusade, Shamans. Oof. That's why I started playing Shamans. Oh man. We had Totem Quest. Awesome. Those were awesome. Those were really, really good. We had Totem Quest. Enhancement Shamans were OP. I mean, when was the last time, those who you still play WoW, that you could get a two-handed weapon? Because Shamans can actually wear that. They can wear two-handed axes, maces, swords no, but two-handed axes and maces. And just go like, fuck your mouth. And kill somebody with one hit. You would die. It was like paper clip. No, not paper clip. Either way, paper cutter. There we go. Either way, you could do a lot of fun things in Burning Crusade as a shaman. Resto, you were a super healer. You could go like Earth Shield, and back then because the numbers were lower, extremely low, your Earth Shield it only had 6 stacks back then, but you could heal so much. And back then, you only had 6 of the thingies, but it wasn't like, oh, you can only have it in one player at a time. That didn't exist. You could go like to the entire raid. That was awesome. You could go Earth Shield yourself. Earth Shield that guy. Earth Shield that guy. It was like, oh, bro, you get an Earth Shield. You get an Earth Shield. You get an Earth Shield. It was like that. The totems, that were freaking awesome. Because it's not like homogenized. If you were like really down on the talent tree as an enhancement shaman, your DPS totem, Strength of Earth, and the Wind totem back then, you could give Wind Fury to your DPS. Check that out. You could go like, okay, everybody who attacks instead of getting haste, they will get a Wind Fury. Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. You were so freaking helpful. I love that. Just because of that, I would play the old Burning Crusade because it's awesome. We got the old shamans, resto shamans that will go like chain heal. I mean, healing 3 people at the same time plus Earth Shield, that's insane. Monetite Totem, and it was only good for like, you gotta learn how to use it. Usually, the best way you can use it is like, if you're low on mana at the start, use it, and that way, because the cooldown took, I don't know how much it is now, but it took 3 minutes for the cooldown to replenish. By the time you got again low on mana, the 3 minutes were about to pass out, and you could just Manatite Totem again, no problem. It wasn't just you who got the mana; it was everyone. That was as a Restorer Shaman. So, and the Elemental Shaman had a thing on the talent tree that it was like, okay, so Wrath of Air Totem, you got spellcasting speed increase, and it was, I think it was 2% increased chance of spells to crit. So casters actually got buffed. So there were unique ways that you could build a shaman back in Burning Crusade. I don't think you can do that anymore. It's like, it's the good old days. Yes, they really were. They really were. The tree form for druids, it was like you could just turn to a tree, and you were a tree forever. And you didn't die, but you couldn't kill. But you didn't die. The bear form, so much HP. You don't even need armor for that. It was 180% increased armor. I don't know if it changed that when Mark of the Wilds. The other one was balance. It was like spellcasting speed, like a lot of casting for the Wrath spell. Paladins, it was just like healer or tank. You could go DPS and you were real good on PvP, but that's it. I mean, why not just play rogue? You can be an asshole as a rogue too. Hunters were like ranged DPS, and in PvE and PvP they were real good at both. Let's see. Warlock were the best DPS in PvE, and somehow balanced in PvP. What else? We got Druid, Warlock, Shaman, Paladin, Warrior. Warrior really were really good at PvP, and the most awesome tanks in PvE. I don't know how it is now, but back then it was awesome. Sort of good in PvE, DPS. It sucks in PvP. Mages were really good in PvE, DPS, and PvP. They could also buff like the Elemental Shaman in PvP and PvE. So, I mean, every class you had were somehow unique. You felt like a really useful tool. That I love that about the old game, because I don't know, but at least in Cataclysm, I stopped feeling that. It was like, well, class quests are gone, and then I don't think you feel any attachment, or like I did it. I don't think you would feel that now. It's like, sure, you make a guy and that's it. I know there's some people don't have a lot of time, but don't play the game. There's still a lot of games. In this game, you can really involve yourself with the people, the community, and have memorable moments. I mean, helping people. What I used to do as a shaman was like, okay, this is a new player. You could see and tell by their armor, and they didn't have a mount. It's not like level 15 now. It was level 40. Level 40 to get a mount. Oh my god. No, wait. No. It wasn't until level 40. That also got changed. It was till level 60. Yeah. Till level 60 to get a mount. And then to level 70 to get a flying mount. Jesus. It was real bad. You had to wait too long. You had to actually go through all the lands of Azeroth and see, like, you know, I haven't played it in a long time, but I knew where I was going immediately because I've been there. I walked all of that. Just tell me to describe something and I'll tell you, you know, detail by detail. I'll tell you everything. Everything you need to know. You know, it's like, and that was just all that work you put into, and then bam, one class. That's all right. Sometimes in the leveling process, you get to figure like, man, I don't like this class. I think I should try another class. You would ask somebody else, somebody in the capital city, which as you saw right now, there weren't a lot of people. There were, how many? Like 9? That was awful. There were like 9 people. Back in the good days, they were too many people. You could crash servers like that. Yeah, that happened before. You could crash servers. The only good thing that they did, that the designers did, as in my opinion, were the rates. It was highly unfair before. It was like, okay, there are only 3 items dropped, so let me pick all 3, and then quit the game. Fuck all you. Yeah, fuck all of you. Yeah, and they were called ninja looters. People like that existed. I didn't like that. A lot of people, like, they could plan like 2 weeks, 1 week. But some people just didn't respect that. I'm glad they changed that. Everybody gets an item, even if it's of a lesser quality. You can make the bosses harder. I really would love that. Make the bosses harder, and just, you know, generalize, you know, what the type of jobs that you could have on the boss. Like, and as you progress in the raid, make it almost impossible to kill the bosses, because otherwise, what's the freaking point? You know, what's the freaking point? I mean, just YouTube right now. What was it? Molten Core, all bosses killed. You're gonna hear the emotions in Ventrilo, a voice chat program. You're gonna hear the eternal emotions of people who played the game back then. That you cannot replace that. And when was the last time you did that in your game? I mean, nobody's getting benefited. Nobody's being nostalgic. It's like you start playing WoW, and then it's like, so what do you remember the most in WoW? Nothing. You just level, then raid, and you keep eternally trying to improve. Why? Because, you know, that doesn't make sense to me. However, if you say, hey, holy crap, I know that armor. That's a tier 6 shaman or a tier 6 paladin. I know that armor. He looks awesome. He looks beast. It's really, I want that. You know what? What do I gotta do? Okay, you gotta go through all these steps. Why so hard? Only a few people in the game have it. Yeah. You don't want to spend that much time? Well, that's fine. There's, again, you can stop playing and there's a whole bunch of games. Sorry, that's how World of Warcraft works, and, well, worked in the past. Yeah. But it was better before because of that. So let's watch this video.
dungeons will eat you alive if you're totally new to WoW. So my advice is just to avoid this more hardcore content and start with some of the softer stuff, even if your friends say that it's easy and that they can just carry you. I can promise you, if you take that approach, you won't learn anything and you'll probably end up not enjoying the game. You'll also probably struggle in PvP at first, and it may even feel like players have an unfair advantage over you. However, this isn't really the case, and all you need to do is read some guides, watch some videos, and practice consistently. Soon enough you'll be able to compete, and you may even be surprised at how terrible some of the people who have been playing for 10 years actually are. The bottom line is, yes, you can catch up, but please don't rush things. Take the game at your own pace, and I think you'll find it a much more enjoyable experience. The next frequently asked question is whether the game features good story and lore. Again, this depends on your personal tastes. I fell in love with the Warcraft universe when playing Warcraft 1, 2 and 3, and I've enjoyed the direction taken in WoW, at least for the most part. The game's sense of humour has evolved a fair bit, and that dark, gritty theme that we experienced in Warcraft 1 and 2 isn't such a feature anymore. However, the way in which the story is told has improved significantly. You can expect far more in the way of cutscenes and voice acting than we got in the early RTS days, and there's always an exciting story thread to follow even after reaching max level. That's not to say that WoW is the best game in terms of storytelling. There are other MMOs that probably do a better job of it, such as the Elder Scrolls Online and Star Wars The Old Republic. However, despite their method of storytelling being better, I feel that their overall story isn't as strong. Of course, take into account that this is a very biased and personal opinion, and story enjoyment is far too subjective to allow any real comparison. If story and lore are big factors for you and you're not sure whether the Warcraft universe will be to your taste, then you could always check out one of the Warcraft novels and see how you feel about it before starting the game. Next up, let's address the endgame. World of Warcraft is of course famous for its endgame content, so much so that leveling has actually started to feel like a bit of an afterthought. Though to be fair, this has improved greatly with the most recent patch. So for those of you who don't understand what I mean by endgame, the endgame in World of Warcraft is the content that you participate in after you reach max level. This mostly consists of dungeons and raids among other activities. Dungeons are for small groups of 5 players and raids are for larger groups of 10 to 30 players. Historically, raids have always been the most challenging encounters in WoW. However, it's a little more complicated than that these days. In order to ensure that all players can participate in raids, there are now different levels of difficulty. So you can either take the easy route or spend countless nights bashing your head against the keyboard in frustration. That is entirely up to you. However, do bear in mind that with the harder difficulties come the greater rewards. Dungeons work in much the same way and provide players with a number of different opportunities for difficulty. Interestingly, Mythic Plus dungeons can now scale infinitely, so if you're looking for a challenge, there'll always be one waiting for you. If not, then just stick to the lower difficulties and enjoy the scenery. The challenge presented by Warcraft's endgame dungeons and raids is in my opinion one of its greatest draws. I haven't experienced anything quite like it in other MMOs, and I definitely encourage you to pick up the game if that's the kind of thing that you're looking for. Of course, there are plenty of other things to do at max level aside from dungeons and raids. There are still quests and storylines to explore, there are achievements to hunt, pets to collect, items to craft and much more. These activities certainly don't present the same level of challenge as dungeons and raids do. But if you're a completionist and you're just looking to find a world to kick back and relax in, then it could be a really nice fit. Overall, WoW probably has the most endgame content of any.
$20 now? I played that game when it was 20. 10 Reasons, World of Warcraft, new player. It's always new players. 10 Reasons to play World of Warcraft. New player preview, not old player. 10 Reasons Why People Love World of Warcraft. No, it's probably no.
What's up guys, Fresh here, and today I want to talk about whether World of Warcraft is worth returning to in 2018. This video may be useful for totally new players as well, but we'll be looking at everything from a returning player's perspective, and I will be assuming a basic understanding of the game. I will however follow this up with a video that's focused entirely on totally new players, so keep an eye out for that. I'm going to keep things at a fairly high level as this is intended as an overview video, and a deep dive into every key feature could take hours. Instead, we're going to take a simple approach and just list the pros and cons, which will hopefully give you an understanding as to whether you're going to enjoy the game in its current state. As always, this video is based on my own personal opinions, and I'm not trying to claim that everyone feels the same way. Personally, I feel that Legion has been a pretty decent expansion, if a little hit and miss at times. However, when I start feeling down on Legion, I just remember Warlords of Draenor, and I immediately find new appreciation for the current expansion. So essentially that's the perspective I'm coming from, and it's obviously worth bearing that in mind, though I do promise to be just as honest about the cons as I am about the pros. Anyway, enough chit chat, let's get into this, starting with the pros. The most obvious reason that people will return to WoW in 2018 is the fact that it's an expansion year. Battle for Azeroth will likely launch at some point during Q3 or Q4 of this year. This expansion is going to take World of Warcraft back to its roots with the war between the Alliance and the Horde. Now, I'm not going to spoil the story behind this, as you may not have played Legion at this point. However, I would definitely suggest at least playing through the story in Legion if you're thinking about picking up Battle for Azeroth. You're just going to get a better understanding of what the hell is going on, and why the factions are at each other's throats again. Aside from this renewed focus on the war between Horde and Alliance, Battle for Azeroth will also bring new features such as 2 new continents, Zandalar and Kulturas, a host of new playable races, brand new game modes such as Warfront and Uncharted Islands, as well as plenty more. We don't have time in this video to go into detail on the expansion, but I'll link my expansion overview video in the description down below. Just a little disclaimer though, I actually listed Warfront as a PvP feature in that video, as I misinterpreted it when it was announced. As far as we know, it's actually a PvE only feature, at least for now. Of course, we have quite a while to wait for the new expansion, so what makes Legion worth playing in the meantime? First up, we have the fact that it's now easier than ever to level up in WoW and learn the basics. Yes, this does make the leveling experience less challenging, and we're going to talk about that in the cons section. However, this could actually be quite useful to you as a returning player, especially if you just want to play endgame or are trying to catch up with your friends, who will likely be max level already. Abilities have been somewhat simplified and streamlined, and while some are not happy with...
You see, he moves and keeps auto attacking. That's part of the 100, right? But the way he moves, and he also has to move his camera like that, that means he's a PvPer. He doesn't click his skills like a new player would. The best thing they could do, in my opinion, is just teach him how to slowly be a better non-clicker. You know, keep on your skills. Teach them how. How hard can it be? Just teach them. Put it in their language, or make a video. This is how you keep on. Or give a link, right? Since you fuckers are all lazy.
With that, there's no denying that it's now easier to get a grasp of the basics. Leveling's also about to undergo some big changes, which will hopefully make it a far more enjoyable experience. If you've come back in the last few years, you may have found that the leveling experience felt kind of disjointed. You essentially outlevel a zone before you even get to begin enjoying its storyline, and therefore leveling just feels like a mess. However, new zone scaling is coming into effect with patch 7.3.5, and you will actually get to spend a lot more time enjoying each zone as you level. Obviously, you still won't be able to play all of them, as you'll still gain experience at the same rate, but at least you'll be able to fully experience the ones that you do decide to focus on. For example, if you missed the Burning Crusade, then you could choose to play through it from level 60 to 80 and not find yourself out leveling the content so quickly. Another thing that's improved over the years is the game's storytelling. Once you hit the more recent expansions, you'll find a lot more in the way of cutscenes and voice-acted quest lines. This makes the story far more engaging, at least in my opinion. Now, don't get me wrong, WoW is still not the best MMO around when it comes to storytelling, but it's definitely improved since the early days, and it's nice to have a main thread to follow. I've enjoyed Warcraft lore since playing the RTS series, and I've been happy to see more and more of that lore being pulled into the main storyline. And I've got a feeling that as a returning player, you might enjoy that too. Content pacing has also been far better in Legion than it has been in previous expansions. The great content drought that we saw in Warlords of Draenor has not been repeated, at least not yet.
According to the game hasn't changed. Yeah, the game hasn't changed. I'm uninstalling that. I mean, what's the freaking point? Or, hold on. Or, well, we're at 17 already. Yes, we are. 1, 2, oh. 1, 2, 3. Let me see. Hold on.
write 2019. Alright. Rise of the Naga. I don't get it, but let's see. All the cool kids around the block. No, the next expansion is based on that Ashara lady. And in South. Why do you think all the Naga models were outdated? Yeah, sure. So this is an opinion. Alright, well, irrelevant, really. Could be. That means it could not be in the next expansion. So, okay, how about 2018? Okay, let's go with Battle for Azeroth. It's getting boring, so 9 gag. Cause I want to laugh, lol. Alright. Log in, I guess. Facebook, yeah. What's this? LOL. Yeah, that's League of Legends. New Star Guardian. Timo. Timo. Yeah, fucking hate that guy too. Fucking shrooms all everywhere. Free sale. How is this even legal? Free sale. No. You think you do, but you don't, right? A card back in Hearthstone. Stupid. Sprays in certain, no. One amount with 3 looks in Heroes of 6 new allied races. 3 for each faction. I'm interested. Will be available to players at the expansion's launch. But the 4 are available now for players who pre-order Void Elves and Lightforged Draenei. Is it a new skin? I don't trust you. Tangled earbuds. Try this easy fix. All you need is another equally tangled earbuds. I know you got them. And a headphone splitter. It's that too. Done. Oh, you son. You son of a bitch. That's not a bad idea, right? I gotta read the comments. Don't give him ideas. Next thing you know, Apple makes 2 separate earphones and a splitter, a thing. Mark my word, it might actually happen. I believe you. I believe you. Good job, you are officially. Then, when this whole thing gets messed up, you need to set one and another headphone splitter and adapter. Yeah. Two adapters and 2 headphones. I can see it. People are still gonna pay. Yeah. Ancient Sphinx recently found in a temple of Kom in Aswan, Egypt. I'm pretty sure. Why did you decide to dig there? And that type of digging doesn't take two freaking thoughts. Let's say that it did. Okay, it happened because I'm seeing the evidence, unless it's Photoshop. No, it seems real. Let's see the light. Yeah, it seems real. Seems. I don't know what this blue thing is. It's just, what made you think that there was a Sphinx down there, right? This has to be like a military, not exercise, a military thing somebody did, because it makes no sense. Why would you dig there? Because somebody told you? Because many people told you? So what, 50? Even then, you could, if 50 people told you, you could put some doubt in it, but unless you know that there might be something valid down there, you're not gonna do it. So yeah, let's see what's the propaganda. Guess it died of a Sphinx. No. Banana for scale. This pic puts into perspective. It was probably older than the temple they found it in. There's still a lot of work to do. Question needs to answer. See, just what I found. It's like, why would you dig there? What the hell is this? Oh. See, it just doesn't make sense. Alright. When I see a teacher make this face taking attendance, I know it's my name. Yes, it happens. Been next to a semi is always scary. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god. That was in seconds. Rice farmer. Yeah, you see all those mussels? It's from carrying this, but you know what? Rice has 8 amino acids. Amino acids are used to make protein inside the body. So if you see a supplement that has at least 16 amino acids, then guess what? They have everything, all the compounds to make protein inside the body. So yeah, that's why he looks like that, and he's strong, and because of the amino acids. And it's just rice. It's just carbs. No sugar, just carbs. Never bring a sword to a magic fight. Smart kid. Oh my And alright. Guy at Winter Olympics. Deal with it. It was considered the best photo of this century. A lion and her cub were crossing the savannah, but the heat was excessive, and the puppy was in great difficulty walking. An elephant realized that his cub would die, and carried him in his trunk to a pool of water, walking beside his mother, and we call them wild animals. Yeah, you gotta see something from them. The newer phone, it was, okay, so pretty much these fucks right here, they're these fuck elephants and dogs, they communicate in a lower frequency. We just can't hear it. Think about, you know those dog whistles? Yeah. So I assume these people talk on that. And you say, oh, they just fucking murder to eat. Yeah, they murder to eat, but they don't eat every freaking time. They eat like once every 6 days. Every 5 days. And loads amounts of time. You know what? I'm gonna Google it. How much does a lion eat? Eat a day. You're gonna hear a lot of bullshit. A day per week. Yeah, about 5 days. Alright. That's all I wanted to know. Yeah, just think I don't want to give incorrect information. So once per week they kill something, and these people, huge. And it's not just one guy. That's killing that. It can't happen. It's like you kill that. First of all, hard, because they can defend themselves and kill you with these and their weight. But it takes like 8 of the kitties to kill one of these. Yeah, beautiful, huh? Much like the cat, I didn't see that comment. What do you mean? Ow! Bison returned to a Canadian National Park for the first time in 140 years. They love the cold, huh? They're made for it. That makes me happy. Let's see the comments. Thank you. I think they don't remember after 140 years anyway. It's just Obama. Oh my God. Mr. Bean Obama. Oh my God. Mom, there's someone at the door. Could it be you? Is that when you smoke too much marijuana? Oh shit. It's an owl. Oh shit. It's looking at you like it's gonna do harm. It's just looking at you like, yeah. It's all over. What? High altitude zero view. A drone? It's gonna be 3 a.m. soon. I haven't eaten, snack. I don't think there's anything downstairs.
The only sugar there is, oh, the protein bars. Maybe I should make the coffee. Yeah. Alright. Should I make the coffee? Oh my god. That fucking... they like it, oh shit. I trapped 2 wasps and a fly in a glass because I hate wasps and wanted to see how sturdy flies are. I guessed them with cigarette smoke. That's not nice. Now look at this little fucker. Rubbing his hands at the wasps to myself. You're evil, dude. I don't like that. Just Gal Gadot doing martial arts. Wow. It's really scary. Somebody's got to put a close up. Come on. Angelica Anderson. Yeah, it's gonna be like Superman, the Man of Steel, up from the waves down. Hey, how you doing? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know. There's always the one guy. That's why I love it up on manga. Ah, they do it. But okay, for the guys and the ladies. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. You might crash, man. Alright, interesting. It is. Alright. My dream girl, okay? Yep, it's Angelica. They're just full of juice and strong. What the hell is that? What happened to you? Hey, the pussy. Okay. I mean, you can watch all those videos, but what's this? Oh my god. That's really funny, dude. I'd fuck it. Yeah. We should watch the Game of Thrones and no. And this is the the evil guy from Marvel. Yeah. No one. Okay. A foot fetish. 2.9.6. Can't see. 5 points. And there's some people. Death by Snow. Yeah. Hot, gay, no fake. Yeah. That's why it's all fake. Alright. Reminds me of a scene. Alright. Impressive cooking technique. What the fuck just happened? Uh-huh. Don't get it. Oh, you burned that thing? Why would you do that? Colin. It's right until. Oh shit. I remember mongooses. There was a time. Oh, the chicken ate it. Yeah. Wow. It's gonna be 3 o'clock. I think I gotta. I don't know if I should take up. I think I should. Just not sure.
actually listen to some music before we can go. Nobody knows how far I'll go. That's probably Alzheimer's. Sucks because I had Alzheimer's and it's easy to cure. 3 weeks. Done. This show is actually pretty compromising. Tunes. Polvo. I know, right? Propaganda.
What? Fucking black guy! I'm not even gonna say the N-word. What? Fucking black guy! I'm not even gonna say the N-word. What? Fucking black guy! I'm not even gonna say the N-word.
I hope he got burned. Pro tip, don't antagonize anyone who has 3 times more muscle mass than you do. Yeah. Yeah.
Black guy?
Hadouken! Making a Lego suit. No. It should be good for restaurants. I'm in 2018. This stood in the year 3000.
Actual reality. Sick.
I don't get it. Pay to win, yes. Character creation is pretty much it. It's randomized. Yeah. And for any further opinions, you have to pay. Yeah. Depending on where you start the game. It could be easy, medium, dead mode. But you have no control over that choice. That's bullshit. That sucks already. Predator base is multi bunch of dicks, not in Puerto Rico, my friend.
God, I fucking miss this. When I got here, I went to Philadelphia for a month. It felt like 3 months. I was only there for 1. That's how horrible. I mean, rats the size of fucking cats. I'm not bullshitting on the size. I was Pennsylvania. This big. I watched with my 2 eyes, right, how a group of rats ate a plate made of foam that my aunt spread with poison. They just ate the poison and left. That's how bad that shit is. Okay, in Puerto Rico, well, I couldn't fucking handle it. I just came back to Puerto Rico for reasons. It's horrible. Yeah, it's horrible. But when I got here, I went to a commercial place here in Puerto Rico. I went to eat my sushi, and just when I was about to say it, the guy standing in front of me said, "Buen provecho." That means enjoy your meal in Spanish in Puerto Rico. Okay, I sit down. Then this female sits here and says, "Buen provecho." And I'm like, "Buen provecho. Enjoy your meal." And then a guy sits here and says, "Buen provecho." And I'm like, "Buen provecho." Yeah. I just stood there in shock because, like, the people are so cold in the U.S. I mean, holy crap. Oh, I'm not finished. A female was about to sit here to my left, and she said, "Buen provecho a todos." Good meals to everyone. And I said, "Buen provecho." You're never gonna see that in the U.S. from what I can see. Wow, you miss the heat of the people. You miss that love. It was about 6 days ago. I went to a Walgreens. I took a chai tea. If you haven't tasted it, holy crap, what you're missing. It's real good. And I started talking to the police officer there. I never met him. I don't know who he is. I don't even know his name. Holy shit. But it was like talking to a brother. I mean, the people here are in Puerto Rico are like your family. They really are. There's no comparison in the entire freaking planet. I'd rather be poor and win 0 to no money than live this place. I'd rather be poor and suffer and go hungry. I can't change Puerto Rico. I love it too much. The people here are made of gold. They really are. The only bad thing about Puerto Rico is that, well, the political system here, they're all corrupt to the point where the United States have a bunch of bases, underground bases here in Puerto Rico. The government itself is corrupt. In 2014, Universidad de Puerto Rico, University of Puerto Rico, made solar panels powered light signs. So they would work with light. You know when they implemented that? Last year. Yeah. Oh wait, that's another one. We got a place here called Casa Campo. Bernie Sanders knows about this. Casa Campo was discovered in 1970 and it's one of the biggest mineral mines in the planet. The planet's huge. Yeah. In 1985, I think I still got a picture of her here. Hold on. I gotta stop the stream in a minute because I'm gonna check my Facebook. Alright, let's just do it. Fuck it, yo. I think I got a picture of somebody we all love in 1985. Is that Khalid? Oh, you won? Oh, man, you're awesome. Alright, photos. It was taken in 1985. And this female, I should have the photo here. That's me, by the way. Check that out, man. He a cutie. On my hands all over. This when I gave my MS testimonial that I could reverse it. I never knew that I fucking passed all the maps tests, but oh well. Where the hell is... It's in uploads, yes. Photos of view. Timeline, more. It's in uploads. Well, either way, there's a picture there. I have it, a picture of her in 1985. It's Hillary Clinton in 1985. I wonder if she's CIA. Just saying. In 1985 in Casa Campo, which is a place here in Puerto Rico. It wasn't until the 2016, before the primaries, just a little bit before, about a month before, that Bernie Sanders actually visited a university here in Puerto Rico. Now, in that video that you see in the university, you see they give him a vase, a transparent vase with a white lid on it. It has coffee inside. They give him that, and guess what, people? That coffee comes from Casa Campo. That's his cue to make sure with tangible proof. It's all on video online. You don't have to believe me. That he knows about Casa Campo. Okay? That's why the U.S. doesn't want to get rid of us or make us a state. If they make us a state, they have to release all the information that, hey, yeah, we got nuclear weapons since 1950s, and we got a bunch of USAP bases, underground bases here in Puerto Rico. They're not going to release that information. They will soon. They have to. But by force. So yeah, it's freaking horrible. I gotta find that picture, man. It's in uploads. Shit, man. I gotta find that picture. Hold on. I gotta find that picture. It's in uploads. Oh, you won! Yeah, Khalil. I love this man. And another man, Ricardo. They're really good people. I see them every Friday. He's a real good human being. Oh, but you know, his name is Khalil. Change it to a B at the end, and it means friend in Arabic. Just saying. Oh, there we go. Here's this bitch. Alright, this is her in 1985 in Casa Campo. Yeah. You all know who this is. Let me just write it. At least she's going to jail or dying. Hillary Clinton, yeah. How you doing? You can probably know who this is. I think this guy is either a CEO or an owner or CIA. I really don't know, but somebody could tell me. And this is, well, you know who she is, House of Cards and all that. Yeah. So yeah, you know who she is. All right. Yeah, actual reality is amazing. I know. All right, let's keep on that guy. Who will win this epic fight?
You're welcome. Obama? I don't know. I don't get it. Making. I don't get it. I'm not gonna read it.
Destination unknown, known, 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 known. I left my job, my boss, my car, and my home. I'm leaving for a destination I still don't know. Somewhere nobody must have duties at all. And if you like this, you can follow me. Destination unknown.
Yeah, just like that. There's gonna be a lot of tweets doing that. Going like, yeah, I like that. My cat isn't needed. Okay. Ginger tea, so I might be off in a little bit. Yeah. I'll be up in a little bit, guys. I'm ready to relax. Alright, no matter how poor you think you are, if you harm a warm butthole, you have a way to make money. You know what? That's actually true, man. That's actually true. Alright. It's still a job, yeah. Lawful good. Oh.
sound good. No. I've seen that, but he killed himself for real. What's this? That fucking face. Ah, that's too funny. This guy had fuck everyone. I gotta see this fucking series. Men in Black. Yeah. You asshole. We should go like funny. Let's just go with dogs. This one. What's this?
He's a good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good boy.
Toma. Just kidding. Funny for young kids. Thank you, Mac. What's this? Mac helping us out even after his death. Neil Chong announced that he's quitting music because of Mac Miller's death. My ex, you'll never get over me. That's insane. And then you die. Okay. Welcome to our class. That's funny. Sorry about that mother glacier. Yeah, looks pretty. It's amazing, like, this is good for human perspective. Look at that. There are way more than we can count or see. How many stars? Each one, a galaxy. Eternal, filled with life,
but yet human beings really think they're the only ones. I hate to break it to you guys, but I don't think we come from Earth. I think we come from these. Yeah, makes more sense. We reproduce too much. Yeah, animals don't do that. Well, they reproduce also, but I mean we're too many and we're too smart. What's this? There's always an ancient better than you. Time. Yeah, don't know that. What's that? The flaming flubber. Yeah. This is Ghost. I adopted him today. We are going to be best friends and go on all adventures together. He's gonna fucking bite you and you're gonna fucking kill him. Yeah. He goes. Japanese. That's real cool. Alright, how to get girl. ID 22. Successful, funny, good looking, rich, charismatic, hardworking, fidget, and a decent human being. I am none of these things. That's very good. Maybe it'll work for Cloney. I think he's pretty good looking. No homo. Black people, basketball, American. I like that. Android users. I feel bad for you. iPhone users. I think about you at all. Yeah, I don't get it. Android is clearly better. The goodest boy there ever will be. Statue and George. I think I should call it a day already. I really think so. My girlfriend went shopping. Okay? And I said, buy something nice for yourself. Okay? she came home with a cardboard pirate ship. For yourself. The Queen Anne's Revenge. That's why she bought it. What's her name? I bet it's gotta be like Dorothy or something. Weird. The Queen Anne's Revenge is an excellent choice. Yeah. Well, guess you're married. Alright. It's not just some cardboard pirate ship. It's the Queen Anne's Revenge. Yeah, whatever. Apple, our new iPhone X is now waterproof. 20 years later. Subzug, hold my beer. Yeah. It's gonna happen. Get this man a raise. Either way, isn't it better to just put everything on the cloud and then put insurance? Let's see. Why did he back off? There's gonna be new law and new standards created because of that. Poor man. I mean, I give that man an applause, but this is just physical, so I wouldn't have done it. Good job, but I wouldn't have done it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah.